Hello and welcome to VideOdyssey Studios. I'm joined by my main man today, Day, who's just popped in for a chat, which we're very excited about. After supporting the legend that is the teacher, the blast master, KRS One, the other night. What was that like?
That was extraordinary. I felt like I've ticked off all my boxes in my list, if that makes sense. Like it's been such an amazing thing to just even be passed upon someone like me in the younger generation.
Yeah.
And I'm just proud to be able to tick that box off my list, if that makes sense.
Of course.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your group, Black Borough.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard, people very nicely and wonderfully comparing, Tribe Called Quest vibes, which is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can you fill us in a little bit on what you guys do?
Yeah. So we're all individual artists. Shout out to Starkey. Starkey's with the flow, the rhythm, with the intellect. Nelson's been doing this for time. And then obviously myself, DayZy, and we've just all come together and we're like, one time we were just in the studio and we're like, here's a track, let's just make an EP. And then we just came together and we formed Black Borough and we're like, let's do it. And we just kept pushing ourselves and here we are, we made KRS One.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. And for me, watching you and obviously being a family friend of your brother and Dorcas, your sister, and shout out to Blue, by the way.
Shout out to Blue.
They came here and actually performed at my son's christening, which is an incredible moment for me. But going back to Black Borough, you guys seem to be taking your time with it, which is something I really respect and value. Is that something that you're doing purposefully?
Yes, of course. I mean, we've been in the works with this since the beginning of the year. And then obviously pushing it till now. So yeah, I feel like time is key. Like, don't ever rush it. Otherwise, you lose your opportunities. And again, if we rushed it, we might have not even got this KRS One. So
yeah,
here we go.
That's right. And you've got in the pipeline a EP coming out.
Yes.
Can you tell people who are keen on finding out more about you what to expect from the EP?
The EP is extraordinary. It's a very chill, but to your face, if that makes sense. So there's already a few tracks that are already out that we made singles on, like Lion Rappers and Welcome to My City. But there's 2 new ones as well. And that's just the intro. That's just the intro, Black Borough, basically.
Yeah.
That'll be out on the 24th.
All right.
24th of November. So
love it.
Oh, yeah.
Great. And talking about hip hop the other day, and obviously having KRS One in the city is a massive deal. Tell me a little bit about what hip hop means to you and how it empowers you in your daily life, in your music. Please.
Yeah. Without hip hop, without rap, without music, I would not be surviving. Like, music is everything to me. Music's everything to us. I presume, like, you listen to music in your day-to-day life. Hip hop's been with me since the birth of time. Since I was born, there was hip hop. My brother was spitting bars to me, like when I was a baby. I know hip hop, but to see, like, it shows a lot that, like, KRS One's still this relevant, and he's from the 80s, if that makes sense, and he's this relevant in 2022.
Yes.
And it's like that's hip hop, if that makes sense. Like. Yeah.
He's the greatest MC of all time.
Hey, yo, the GOAT himself.
And it's a testament to how hip hop empowers you and your mindset. And for me, it's developing your inner voice. Yeah. And obviously, knowing yourself and Blue, you guys have always had an expansive vocabulary, and you're always on point with everything you do. So I'm pleased that you're taking your time. Yeah. I'm also mega excited to announce now that Black Borough are keen to come and do an EP launch party at the studio. Yeah, have you got any thoughts about when that might be or anything like that?
We're looking to push everything now. So between now and next year, we're really trying to push it, and hopefully we're trying to get that in. So yeah, definitely.
So fingers crossed, New Year. EP is already out there on the 24th of December.
Yes.
And so we
24th of November.
Yeah, that's
so
even sooner.
Next week. Yeah.
So we probably won't fit in a party around Christmas, will we? Because we're not going to have a Christmas jumper
Christmas
party.
Is a bit,
Keep that parochial. But what we will do is have one in the new year in the studio.
Yes, definitely.
So
I love it.
I love it too.
I love it.
Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for news on the EP launch and party.